I had been providing almost daily updates or mini reviews of Ian O'Connor's biography of Aaron Rodgers, Out of the Darkness, The Mystery of Aaron Rodgers. Been mentioning it on PFT Live to the point where Sims asked whether I was getting a cut. I'm not, but I just thought it was interesting. Now, it's gotten to a point where lately it's back to the stuff we kind of already knew after he comes on and plays, wins the Super Bowl in his third year as a starter, and then it falls off and they struggle to get back to the Super Bowl and yada, yada. We know most of that stuff. There wasn't any great revelation there. But then there's a chapter called The Island, which is the reference to the place that Aaron Rodgers figuratively exiles anyone in his inner circle who crosses him in any way that he deems to be unforgivable. They're cut out. And I understand that these relationships are far more complicated than any of us can ever comprehend, and you have to live it to truly get it. It's just sad to see families broken by stubbornness, by the inability to forgive and forget, by a lack of what unconditional love truly is. I don't get all sappy here, but unconditional love means without condition, without limitation. No matter what the person you love says or does to you or about you, you find a way to forgive that. You find a way to heal that relationship, and you don't insist on keeping score. You don't shut someone out because you heard from a friend of a friend that they said something about you that you don't like. And I don't know whose fault it is. Rodgers' position is these are deeper issues that have been around forever, and I'll defer to the book for the full story. It's just sad. You know, as somebody whose mother died when I was 30, my dad died when I was 32. That was a long time ago, and there was a lot of years that I would have liked to have had them around to share with them the things going on in my life, to ask them their advice, to just see what experiences they might have had that could help me. And really, you know, as you get older and you start thinking about ancestry and stories about grandparents and great-grandparents and other family members, and when you're young and you're involved in getting your life started, you really don't have time to think about it. At least that was the case for me. Yeah, I'd love to be able to sit down with my dad, talk about the stuff that he experienced growing up, the family members he knew, and whose parent this person was, and track it all back to the old country and beyond, if that was the case. And it's just sad. And Aaron Rodgers can do whatever the hell he wants to do. This isn't a message to him. I just think the broader issue is, for all of us, family's all we got. I mean, we're born alone, we die alone, but all we got is family. And when you have your parents still alive, when you have maternal grandmother still alive, whose heart seems to be broken that the grandson that called her every Sunday morning before a game has shut her out too. Brothers, you know, I don't have any brothers. I'd love to have one brother I could talk to. He's got two that he doesn't talk to. It's just sad. And it would be nice. And there's that minor reconciliation that happened with his dad in 2023. It would just be nice if they could find a way to put all of this behind them. Maybe folks need to go to therapy. Maybe that will help people learn how to build bridges, mend fences, forgive and forget, and realize the fact that your family is all you got. Your family is everything. And it's just sad. That's the only word I can think of, because it is sad to see parents who long to have their son around, brothers who want to have a relationship with their son. And I assume at some level Aaron Rodgers feels all twisted up about it. He just doesn't know how to go about doing it because pride gets in the way. And that's really what it comes down to. Yeah, he's really smart. Yeah, he's an incredibly gifted athlete, but there's a lot of pride and there's a lot of ego caught up in him. And it helps to set that bag down. You let go of the pride and maybe you reconnect with the people who are most important to you. That's the end of my sermon for today on family relationships. But I think most of you feel the way I do about this, that it really is important that you have good bonds with your family. And unconditional love does mean forgiving, forgetting, and finding a way to stay aligned with the people who are the most important to you in this life.
Okay, you have a chance to win $1 million in the NBC sweepstakes on Yahoo Fantasy. Just download the redesigned Yahoo Fantasy app or go to NBCSports.com/fantasymillion for additional details. What are you waiting for?
Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.